The Grateful Snow Crane. Long, long ago, in a small village in Japan, there lived an old man and his wife. They used to gather firewood in the forest and sell it in the town nearby to earn their living. One day, when the snow was falling softly, the old man set off for the town to sell firewood. All around him lay a silvery world of mountains and forests. On his way, he heard strange sounds from across the fields and hurried to take a look. How astonished he was to see a beautiful snow crane with a red beak and white, glossy wings caught in a hunter's trap. Quickly, the kind-hearted man set the trapped bird free. He stroked its soft and quivering wings affectionately and let it fly away. "Caw, caw," sang the happy snow crane as it circled over the man 3 times and flew away towards the mountains. The old man went on to the town crying, "Firewood for sale! Firewood for sale!" But as there was hardly anyone on the snowy streets, he could not even sell half his bundle. He returned home disappointed. Later that evening, as the old couple sat in their cottage, drinking green tea, they heard the wind howl. A fearful snowstorm began to blow. Suddenly they heard a feeble voice. "Open the door, please. I'm dying of cold," it pleaded. When the old woman opened the door, she was surprised to see a beautiful young woman standing outside, trembling in the cold. "Where have you come from on such a freezing night?" the woman asked, drawing the girl into the cottage. "How can we help you?" "I lost my way in the storm. Luckily, I saw the light at your window and came to your door. Please let me stay with you tonight," the young girl pleaded. "You are most welcome here," the old woman said kindly, giving her a bowl of hot green tea. After resting a while, the girl tied up her kimono sleeves and cooked a delicious meal for them. Soon they were all fast asleep. Next morning, the girl woke up early. When the old couple woke up, she had already swept the house, washed the clothes, and cooked some breakfast. The storm was still blowing fiercely outside. "We cannot let you go home in this weather," said the old man to the girl. "Father, I'm all alone, and I don't have anywhere to go," said the girl tearfully. "Please let me stay here and look after the two of you." "We are old and lonely," he replied, smiling at her. "We'll be happy to have you with us." But the old couple began to worry because they had very little money to buy food. When the girl got to know of this, she gave the old man some gold coins. "Father, take these and buy some food and also enough silk yarn to weave cloth for a kimono," she said. The old man bought some food and a bundle of the best silk yarn. The girl then shifted an old loom that was lying in the house to a storeroom outside the cottage. "I'll be weaving for 3 days," she told the old couple. "I won't come out and I will not eat or drink. I want you to promise me that you will never look inside to see what I am doing." "We promise never to do that," said the man and the woman. The girl took the silk yarn and went into the storeroom. "Kitong, kitong, bata, bata, kitong," sang her busy loom. On the 3rd day, the girl came out. She looked very tired, but her eyes sparkled as she placed a length of shimmering silk cloth before the astonished old couple. "Father, please sell this in the market and buy me another bundle of silk yarn," said the girl. Next morning, as the old man walked along the busy road carrying the silk cloth, he sang merrily, "Sparkling silk for you I bring, fit for a queen and fit for a king, gold brocades with flowers of dew, made for a princess fit for you." "Oh, how gorgeous!" cried the people who saw it. The old man sold the cloth for 2 bags of gold and silver. He bought food and clothes with the money and also another bundle of silk yarn for the girl. Early the next day, the girl took the yarn into the storeroom. Kitong, kitong, bata, bata, kitong, sang the loom again. This time, the old woman began to get curious. On the third day, she said, "This girl has had no food and water for 3 days, and yet she weaves so beautifully. How does she do that? Why don't you peep into the room to find out?" "No, we mustn't do that," cried the old man. "We have promised never to look in while she is working." "Then I'll look," said the old woman, and she looked into the storeroom through a chink in the window. She almost fainted. A beautiful snow crane was at the loom. She was plucking the soft feathers from her body with her beak and weaving them into the thread to make the gleaming cloth. Her poor body was sore and almost bare of the shiny down feathers. "Help! Help!" cried the old woman. "Our little daughter has become a snow crane." The girl heard the woman, and for a moment nothing happened. Then she came out slowly. In her hand was a length of the most beautiful silk cloth. She laid it before the couple and said sadly, "I am the snow crane father rescued, and I wanted to repay his kindness. So I changed myself into a girl, and I have been looking after you as if I were your own daughter. But because you broke your promise, I cannot stay here any longer. With this piece of silk cloth, I have done all I can to help you. Please sell it, and you will have enough to live on for the rest of your life." "Ah, sweet child, I know we broke our promise," cried the woman. "We didn't want to, but we did. If you leave us, we will be very lonely." "I wish I could stay," said the girl gently, "but I must leave you now. But listen, once a year, I'll fly over your cottage and call out to you. I promise." As she spoke, the girl changed into a beautiful snow crane. She spread her wings that shone like snow crystals and flew into the clouds. The man and woman heard her thank them as she circled 3 times over the cottage and disappeared among the mountains of snow. The old couple sold the silk cloth for a very large sum of money. They lived happily ever after, but not a day went by when they did not think of their snow crane daughter.